Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Years of the Dragon. I'm your host, Mark Lloyd Masterson, and on this program, we talk about everything Bruce Lee. Years of the Dragon is also the title of the book that I wrote. And the book is about movies that Bruce would have made if he had not passed away so suddenly on July 20th, 1973. I had always wondered what he might have been able to accomplish, and I hope you have too. And if you like that idea, my book's available on Amazon right now. This is the hardcover. It sells for $15.99, and the soft cover, it sells for $12.99. So it's on Amazon. If you like it, if you like this idea, grab it, and I appreciate your support. On this episode, we're going to be talking about the next movie project that I envisioned Bruce doing, and it is the Silent Flute. Now, you might have heard about this project. If you're a big Bruce Lee fan, this won't be a surprise for you. But the Silent Flute is a script that Bruce worked on, an idea that he had, and he worked on this with Oscar-winning screenwriter and friend Stirling Silliphant and actor James Coburn. Stirling Silliphant and James Coburn were celebrity students of Bruce. He taught them in his backyard when he lived in Los Angeles. They became very good friends. In fact, Stirling wrote a few parts for Bruce in movies and television, and I'll get into that in another time. But they had this idea for the Silent Flute, which was kind of a mystical martial arts adventure, a very ambitious project. When they had the idea and they were writing it, Bruce had first envisioned himself playing multiple parts in the film version. And it was going to be, like I said, something you've probably that had never been seen on the screen before. It was not a revenge motivated martial arts movie or something grounded in present day or maybe even in the past, something completely different. Now, a film version of this did come out a few years after Bruce's death, and they believe they changed the name to Circle of Iron, and it had David Carradine from the Kung Fu TV series. Good cast for the movie. Nothing like probably it would have been if Bruce, the master, had been involved and actually been able to be in that movie. But when he and James Coburn and Stirling Silliphant were working on this for a while, one of the studios, I believe it was Warner Brothers, they kind of liked the idea, and they had some film distribution rights and some stuff going on in India. So they said they would make the film, but you have to film this in India. So in 1969, Sterling, James, and Bruce actually flew to India and scouted location, but it didn't go very well. The only thing that they could agree upon when they returned or at the end of their trip was that this wasn't the place to film the movie. They couldn't find anything that was suitable for them. But there was some egos involved here because at the time, Bruce thought that he should get top billing for this film. And of course, this was before Enter the Dragon, well before that, before his Hong Kong movies. He, really wasn't not an established star by any means. And of course, James Coburn was, having a long, successful movie career. He was in movies such as The Magnificent Seven, the Western version, and he was in Charade, quite a few movies. That Man, Our Man Flint, movies like that. So he was around for a while, and he thought, he should be the star. So they couldn't agree on anything. They came back and they just shelved that project for a while. It wasn't until Bruce got involved with Enter the Dragon that Sterling and James came back to him and they wanted to get this project rolling again. And at that time, Bruce was not interested. He, in fact, told them, you can't afford me, because he knew he was about to blow up and he was going to be one of the world's biggest action stars. And it never got made, of course. But I'm supposing a few years later, in 1976, they do make this movie and they make it the way Bruce had intended. But for more information, for a whole listing of the synopsis that I've written and the credits and the cast and crew and who directed it and the box office and all that, you're going to have to buy the book. Okay. So that's all I can tell you about the Silent Flute. I think it would have been a wonderful project for Bruce and for James Coburn, and hopefully Stirling Silliphant would have written it, done the screenplay for them. But if you like this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Also hit the bell. You'll be notified whenever I post something new. So check out my book on Amazon. You'll be glad you did. And remember, be water, my friends.